Welcome everybody back to another Boldcast reaction. I'm Carson.
I'm Lindsay.
And this is FB, episode 8. Itada Shai. Sketchy.
Last time we got a super tragic backstory. Such a wholesome love story that was just destroyed because apparently she wasn't good enough to break the curse. Still don't know what the curse is. Still don't
We have
really...
a pretty good idea what the curse is, I think.
Yeah, but we still don't know
Don't know what it literally means,
yeah.
but
we don't know the exact specifics of it and how exactly to break it and what Akito really wants and is looking for, and he's just driving around in cars looking really mysterious. But maybe we'll find out more this episode.
Do you think it's a red herring that he's all crazy, or do you think that he has like the best interests at heart?
I feel like it's hard to say because I feel like he could have his own like warped idea. Like I feel like he wants what he thinks is best, and that's maybe not what is actually best for everyone, you know? Like I feel like he thinks that he's doing the right thing based on any of his own biases or, you know, whatever.
You don't think he's just evil?
No. I don't think he's evil, but I think that he is being pretty shitty.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't nice to, you know, destroy Hatori's eye. That wasn't great.
No, he's lucky that physically, like looks-wise, it completely recovered.
Yeah. Jesus, that was crazy last episode. Do you think Akito is like the god figure, or do you think that Akito is the dragon?
I don't know.
Because maybe that's what they've been missing, is like that god figure in the center.
Yeah, well, that's what we originally thought, that she was that.
Yeah. But then it seems like the head of the family would be the person in the middle. I guess it'll depend. I guess we need to like count everybody. We need a little bit more. Yeah, we need a little bit more. We need to figure out who the other animals are, and we'll get the closer we get to figure. Maybe that's probably a big reason why it doesn't. They don't show all of them or tell you all of them. It's like we need to get all this information slowly, because if you figure out everything, then you can figure out what what her place in all this is. Yeah. Writing 101, everybody. Revealing information. Okay, that's enough intro. Leave a like and subscribe. Check out Patreon to get a month ahead on this show and many others. Patreon.com/Bullcast. That's linked in the description. You can get movie reactions and OVA reactions and uncut reactions to this show. Like I said, like a month ahead or something like that. It should say on screen how far ahead we are. But we hope you enjoy. Most of all, we hope you support the official release for this show, because the show has been great. And obviously, you've already seen the show, because that's the whole point of a reaction, is that you're coming here to watch us watch it, not just to watch the show.
Yeah.
Obviously. I don't even think that needs to be said, but I did it. So let's go. All right. Does she have an arrow? Oh. I love their styles, by the way.
Yeah, I really like it.
That sounds awesome. Yeah, because I guess New Year is the Japanese version of Christmas, more like, and Christmas is like our New Year, as far as what you do, like spending time with your family. There's a disturbance in the force.
ダトール人間は同格がずれているんです。俺たちは動物のことをいともあっさり受け止めてしまうし、同居を始めて4ヶ月、未だにつかめないところがある。よいしょっと。いいよね。捨てるのもったいないけど、本家に送ると怒られるだろうしな。うん？
厚かましいお願いなのですが、実はおじいさんから連絡があって憎そうなのです。それでお正月も来るもいいでしょうか。
They're not gonna be there because they're gonna be doing stuff.
The New Year's party extravaganza parade. Oh, now that she's there.
A banquet, like the banquet that'll get held over and over and over again.
Right. Because it's the New Year's banquet. It's like the whole point of the whole shit. Right. I didn't even think of that. I don't know why.
そう一大イベントも一大イベント集まってお祝いするんだからね。その中でも一番大切にされているのがへの宴なのさ。いやー、さっきのゆきくんのそれは
見てみたかったです。
余計食べるの。はい。
So are they like only 15?
I think so.
Because it'd be 12. It would be when he turned 12 he did a dance, right? Or his 12th year. Because then it would go all the way around. It would be his year again, right?
What if the girl and the cat just joined and it made everything better?
相馬に帰ったらそることになるだろう。その間、本田さん一人きりになっちゃうよ。
ありがとうございます。考えてくださって。でもせっかくのお正月なんです。ください。久しぶりになるのでしょ。きっと二人が帰ってくるのを待っていらっしゃいますよ。大丈夫です。お任せください。
He just makes the best of just a sad situation.
本当に任せたよ、トール君。分かったってことはねえな。帰れよ。ああ言われちまうとな。
ご両親にもお会いになるのでしょ。
彼女はもう会えない。もう秋とくらい我慢しなきゃね。神楽ぐらいなんてことねえよ。嫌だけど。みつるならぬトール君の一声。きっと大丈夫なんだろうというなら。そうだよ。正月なんて言ってからの年中行事なんだし。
では人混みには
大丈夫さ。大晦日だからもう人もまばらだよ。気をつけて。はい、
いってらっしゃい。
じゃあ
お気をつけて。
きっと大丈夫。
What's with that? I don't like that. This nicely raked sand and he's just walking all over it.
久しぶりだな。ユキに会うの。
Are they twins?
この前あいつ
Or brothers or
部屋の
something?
窓開けっぱなしにしてたんだ。
Remember when I said that and you like shut it down
Yeah,
completely?
but the more I see him, the more they look alike. I didn't
Remember
think that
like
they
the
looked-
last 20 times I've suggested something like that?
I didn't
and
think
then
that
you
they
said
looked alike until like the last 2 episodes.
Remember when I literally every time Akito has been on screen pointed that out and then you just shat all over that prediction and now you're saying it, everyone's gonna be like, oh my god, she's so smart.
No, you did say that first. I think you're right.
You think? I literally said only that. It's been my contention the whole time.
長官に乗ってたな。犯人捕まってないんだって。あいつは強盗を玄関から招き。松さえ座布団にお茶まで出し、その上強盗のまで聞きそうだな。
Why would you say that to them? He's just trying to make them.
こんなところで頭抱えてると。
ぶつかるわよ。
さきちゃんじゃん。なんで部に出てこれねえんだ。どこで買ったんだ。ねえ、僕らこれからジップでね。
そうじゃあ今年は本当に一人なのね。お母様と一緒に過ごしてきたお正月が今年は一人きりなのね。一緒にいてあげる。私もアリサも言ったけれど家族といてあげてくださいわ。でもトール君は年来る年も箱根駅伝もお母様と一緒にいっぱいでしょうに。今年はどれを見るの？
あの時どんな気持ちで見送った？
本当に平気なの？本当にそれ大丈夫なの？
どんな気持ちであの家に
They both run into her and then turn into their animals.
お前こそカグラが待ってるぞ。ざけんな女のしつけ。おいおい君たちどこ行くんだい？帰るんだ。宴あんだろ。さきちゃんさ、もしかしてあの二人をあんな風にせっつくために現れた？
どうだっていいのよ。トール君のために何かした。それだけ。来年のイベント
Everyone's saying don't mess with
東
her.
京を始めて4ヶ月。未だにつかめないところがある。出してしまう。気づかないって楽しそうに笑うから。ほんの些細なことで笑うから。そう、いつだって笑ってる。もう言葉をくれる。
相馬くんの優しさはろうそくと明かりが灯るのです。記憶が消されちゃってもください。
I bet she said the same shit when she got her memories erased the first time. I think I said that as well earlier.
私にも見えます。ちゃんと見えてます。中にある立派な梅干し。
どうして気づかなかったんだろう。気づいてやれなかったんだろう。
It's kind of a good meme, like the door just like slamming on her.
一人が平気なんて大丈夫だなんてそんな人間いるはず。
It's so dramatic. It's like every episode has one of these super dramatic moments. I love it.
帰りたい。帰りたい。
This is like the trailer moment in like a romantic movie or something, like when they say that. Oh. She was trying to spend it with her mom. She was watching the broadcast with a picture of her mom.
Just exhausted.
よかった。もし知らずにいたら一人で泣かせちまうところだった。
I feel they keep just finishing each other's thoughts.
ただいま。
They completed, so that's like what you say when people get home after school or after work. You say when they leave, oh.
紛らわしい呼び方をするな。いちいち堅苦しく言わないの。京都ゆきょ。ああ、まあぶっちゃけた話。サボり？サボり？ああ、烈火のごとく怒り狂う。この怒る秋田の姿が目に浮かぶ。
I love how she's like a pig.
秋田さんは僕が何とかしますって。まったくサボりたくなる気持ちはわかる。俺だって辛いもんがある。逃げ出したくもなる。
Whoa, he's so cool. Mysterious. I got things I'm running from too.
Running from something. They were running to something.
宴が始まるよ。
もみじ、舞を楽しみにして。その前に秋人だな。取ったこと、どんな顔で聞くのやらだ。
Everyone cover your eyes.
Yeah. Just make sure there's no mirrors in the banquet hall.
No glass, no mirrors, no cutlery.
こんばんは。 とりあえずいいざまだな、アキト。
Just rolls in there, sees him upset, and just like, ha!
Whoa. They're just like watching her, make sure she doesn't cry.
お餅はゆっくり食べた方がいいよ。
Why are you telling her how to eat?
Micromanaging.
She knows how to eat food. It just chokes on it.
カグラのやつがいいかいくって。アキトが来た。
Akito comes flying to the door.
もしもし、どちら様でしょうか。トールか。うおちゃん、こんな時間に。もしかしてお餅を喉に詰まらせたとか。
バカ、お前じゃねえんだぞ。餅詰まらせてたら電話かけれねえじゃねえか。
ですね。でもどうしたんです？
別に用なんて。ただお前が寂しくしてねえかなと思ってよ。
わざわざ電話を？
まあな。同じ島のやつが電波が乱れてるとかなんとか言う。あ、親父、今日は特別に一杯だけってああ、
見つかっちゃったよ。
ちょっとよ、やるな。そうだな。
私は本当に幸せ者です。
泣くんじゃねえよ。もう切るからな。帰ろよ。
はい、うおちゃんも良いお年を。
So casual.
花ちゃん、年が明けたら一番にお電話しますね。
待ってるわ。
でも本当に
She's like fully psychic.
なのですか？
今頃は縁も竹縄ってところかな。カグラのやつ怒ってるだろうな。アキトのやつ怒ってるかな。でも
I wonder what's
で
happening.
もはい、気をつけて。
And watch the sunrise.
I still find it so weird how she just calls him Soma. Because like everyone
Yeah,
is named
every
Soma.
character. I guess this is just what she's used to from school.
でも妙にすっきりした気分だ。罪悪感もない。
It's almost like the curse is
いろい
broken.
ろ考えたり思ったりしたけど、本音は
お二人とも仕事は決めましたか？私はバッチリです。
本音は本音は一緒に正月を迎えたかだけなのかもしれないな。
キョウくん、相馬くん、明けましておめでとうございます。私もよろしくお願いします。
こちらこそよろしく。おお。はいはい。鼻をかけよ。
You know what they say, if you tell people your wishes, they won't come true.
I love the lead
おめ
in.
でとうございます。
I'm wondering if eventually, if it's gonna be like a thing where they gather around her and like she has another banquet, like towards the, it's like this time the rat and the cat, they skipped out and they have kind of mended their differences. They're working together. They're like hanging out.
And next time a bunch of more
And next
people
time
will
more
come.
people and more people. And then everyone's gonna get together and
was about to
she's
say
gonna
the
cook
same
them all
shit.
food. And then it's all gonna be fixed because
They just had a banquet,
Yeah.
basically. If
Yeah.
you think about it, like she cooked that food for them and they all hung out together.
And they said, yeah, she cooked food, and then the cat and the rat sat at the same table on New Year's, and like didn't fight basically, and yeah.
Exactly.
And it's interesting as well because then it's like building the foundation on the like most broken relationship of the rat that tricked the cat to not come to the banquet and like fucked everything up in the first place, and then was like doubling down on it for like eternity. And then now they're like getting along.
Yeah, I was wondering. I was thinking the same thing. That yeah. All of that. I was about to say all that.
Yuki は俺の初恋だから。
Oh shit. With him looking all angry. I think we're going to get some backstory next episode, judging by that. Mm-hmm. The whole memory thing, I think, is going to be revealed.
What a good episode.
That was such a good episode.
I love just, like, the dramatic montage of, like, every moment of them is just like, wow, she's just so good. I guess we're kind of fucking stupid for thinking that she's not really sad to be alone. But she just doesn't want to burden other people.
And yeah, when they came back, they said that and that she welcomed them home because, yeah, that tadaima means just welcome home. But it's like a saying. It's like something that you say when people come home. So like when people leave, you say itarashai, and that's what she didn't get to say to her mom because of all the shit that was established previously. So that's why it was extra emotional when she said welcome back. Or tadaima, no, tadaima is what you say when you arrive home, when you get back home, and then okaeri nasai is what you say when you welcome people home. Yeah. So there was like a moment there when they showed up, and then they said that wherever that was. And this guy, what was this guy? What was this guy's name?
He didn't say it was called. He was giving them easily confusable nicknames.
I wonder if he's the dragon.
He looks like the dragon.
He looks like a dragon.
He looks like
guy.
He's cool to be the dragon. I feel like you have to be cool to be the dragon.
And with the seahorse, sea dragon thing. Maybe he is the chicken. Oh, he could be the chicken. That'd be pretty good.
Like a rooster, kind of flashy. Mm-hmm. Because it's a rooster, not a chicken, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I could see that. And he calls him sensei as well. Mm-hmm. Who would call the dog sensei? What animal? Nobody.
No.
Not a single person. Not a single animal. And then what was Akito doing?
Just being depressed that Yuki didn't show up. Yeah, clearly Akito has just, like, ruined his relationship with everyone. And then now everyone's kind of just like, well, fuck you. You did that to yourself. Mm-hmm. Not gonna be my problem. And
the whole, like, it tracks well with the theme we were talking about last time about, like, inclusion and, like, you know, getting rid of all the baggage, all the family bonds, all the societal expectations, all the, you know, things need to be this way. It's like, there's this whole city basically built around this banquet and built around this dynamic and everything. There's so much. There's hundreds of people that are swelling around, like, this expectation and the way that things are. And then and just even the banquet hall where they're supposed to all be sitting, there's like ceremonial robes and there's all these little tables stacked around, and it's so official and so like straight-laced and everything. But it's not, but this is like what it's supposed to be, this family, you know, like that's what it's supposed to be about. And it's just the juxtaposition there and like showing that, like, you know, it doesn't need to be all stuffy and all everything. What matters is family and that you're together. And like, don't, and it's they were about to make the same mistake that Tooru made originally of like focusing on the wrong things. Like they were like, oh, we need to go do this. I need to go to school. we need to go do this banquet thing, this like family tradition.
Responsibility.
Yeah, we have all this responsibility. But rather than focus on what you really care about and what really matters and focus on the priority, which is your family and the people that you care about and being there for people and opening your heart to them and, you know, all of that. They were about to make the same mistake, and then they came back and it was immediately way better. They just hung out and it was so good. It was a night they probably remember for the rest of their lives, even though it was just really modest and didn't have all this pageantry and all of these ceremonial garbs and these dances and all this bullshit, because what really matters is that you sit together with your family and eat together and watch the sun come up the next morning and welcome in the new year and make a wish that you're gonna beat the shit out of your cousin.
And again, her friends are so good.
Her friends are awesome.
Like calling her, make sure she's okay, and, you know, stalking guys down the street so that they go home to her.
Yeah.
It's really nice.
Hana's outfits are so
I know. I wonder what the rest of her family looks like. Because I think
saw them.
We did?
Yeah.
When?
When they were talking, and then she was like, oh, right there.
Oh, yeah.
That's her.
Yeah, I
That's
was
her
like,
family.
I wonder
They're really
what the rest of her
normal
family
looking.
looks like. But yeah, I guess they're normal.
This person looks like he's pretty cool. Younger brother, whoever that is. But yeah, they're just really normal, sitting there drinking tea. They look like scarily normal. Like, they look a little bit too normal. Like, I don't know. Weird.
They have like the normal people and then like the two emo
the two emo
siblings.
kids. But yeah. So, and I think that maybe that's why it's 3 seasons. Like, we'll get to New Year's next year, and then Kagura will be there, and Shigure will be there, and Hatori will be there. Momiji will be there, and then there'll be a couple of holdouts, and then maybe by the end of the 3rd season or sometime in the 3rd season, the final banquet will solidify, and like everyone will be there, and like maybe Akito will die of sickness, and like this old, like it'll be tragic because Akito's dead, but like all of this like sort of all of this pressure, all of this like weight that's put on this shit will be gone. And maybe in his final words, he'll like, ask for everybody's forgiveness, and everybody will be able to, hit a reset button, and then it'll be 13 instead of 12.
I wonder also if he can get cured. Like he's really invested, so I wonder if whatever breaking the curse can help cure him from not like dying all the time, and if that's also why he's like so hell bent on it. Because or else why would he care? Yeah. If you're just like sick all the time, it's like why do you care?
Well, it's because like I would assume it's that because he represents like that dogma, that like expectation and everything, and the whole family values and stuff like that. He represents the tradition and the expectation and all of that. So if he's trying to, but also with all of this, it's all based on a core. Because that's the thing is like, just because there's all of these rules and all this thing set up doesn't mean there isn't that core of it's all created so that the family gets together and has a banquet together and eats together. Like that's the core of it. It's just that Tooru is going to be recreating that without like bringing back to basics basically. And like, what is this all really about? Is it about like all the dances and all the ceremonial garb and all these rules? No, it's about everybody getting together. That's what it was about in the first place. And I think that Akito might be losing touch with that as the family head, or be the last one in a line of people who has sort of lost touch with that over the course of whatever thousands of years, if this is like as ancient as we're led to believe. And that's what is, so it's like Akito, the one who represents all of this baggage and all of this tradition and rules, is literally sick and dying, and it's coming to an end. It's like he's burdened with all of this shit, and he feels the weight of it on his body and spirit. Like it's crushing him, and all of this is crushing him, and he wants it to be different, but it's so important and it's so big, and it's like everything is just crushing this whole thing, and it's his responsibility to like carry that burden within himself, is my interpretation. And then as a result, he wants things to be different, but he can't do it. It's his responsibility. So he kind of takes it upon himself, and he struggles with it. And that's why he like freaked out at Hatori and all this shit. I think it's less that he's just an evil piece of shit, and more that he's bearing this burden himself, and it's a very heavy burden to bear. It's a very heavy burden to bear the weight of this whole community, not just a family or a handful of extended family. It's like a fucking community of people, like a whole village, and this whole way of life, and this whole tradition, and all of this expectation, and all of this desire for things to change. But what does it mean? Like the question is like, what does it mean if we let go of all of this? Like, what are we left with? And I think that sort of whole idea is weighing really heavily on him. But I think it'll be Tooru that in the end gets through to him and is like, what matters is all of us are together, and we're all together, and we get to be together and live together. And because it doesn't last forever. People fucking die, like my mom, like whoever. It's like, you gotta cherish every moment and live life to the fullest, and open your heart to people and all this shit. And that's what the whole sort of story is about. I think that'll be the whole arc. And I think that's sort of that's what this episode was sort of foreshadowing. And what I like about all that is, I didn't until I think you said something like at the start of the discussion about how this is basically the banquet. Like I didn't even think of that like she sat there and cooked them food and recreated the thing without even I didn't even think of it. I didn't make that connection until like we started the discussion, but I like that because it's sort of making these connections, but it doesn't tell us outright everything. It'll be something to look back on like the next time this happens in the next year and to be like, oh shit. And it makes sense that there's 3 seasons and that they're 15 or that she's 15 because and she's in her first year of high school. High school's 3 years. There's 3 seasons. So it'll be like 3 full year cycles. And then by the end of it, it'll be all sort of sewn up and complete. And then everything can sort of begin anew. And I think that's where we'll end off the series. And it'll be very satisfying, I imagine. But I think this is like a bigger episode than we think. That's why it's called Itarashai. Yeah. In the next episode, I guess we're going to be seeing memories and stuff. Does all of that make sense? Was that...
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
Yeah, it was good.
What do you think?
I agree with pretty much everything you said. And it was such a good episode. And I like all the dramatic moments and the messing around. It's just good. Everything's good. I love everyone. Everyone has so many different outfits as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's huge.
That's such a huge thing. I love the wreaths.
Her friends had that.
I don't know if that was the same one or if that was the one for her house. I think they like make a wreath for your house.
Interesting. Yeah, I love that everyone has so many outfits. It is so good because I feel like in so many anime, it's like they have their school outfit and then they have their casual outfit and they're not that different and they have the same hair. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's like, okay, we're gonna design 2 looks for this character. And maybe like a sports look or a beach look or something. And that's it. But like every time they're wearing clothes other than their uniforms, it's different clothes and they have different hairstyles, at least the girls anyway. It's just nice, the attention to detail, and it makes it really feel like time is passing. And there's different seasons because they're wearing different things, but it's not just like, oh, she has one coat and she only wears that coat. It's like, no, she's wearing a sweater inside the house. And then she wears the coat outside, and they have their own coats, and you know, and he's wearing a turtleneck because I don't know, like it's just kind of a silly thing, but it really works. Important, yeah. And I also really like the attention to detail. At the end here with their mugs, that they all have different mugs. Like his is like gray with a square kind of black handle. His is white with blue stripes, and then she has like a little like pink ribbons looking one. It's just really nice.
Yeah.
They just put a lot into the kind of the details and the aesthetics of it.
And the designs, yeah, that's something that you don't get a lot of in shonen as much. It's like a lot of shonen is like, what's this person's uniform? So that like it's an effective silhouette because a lot of times there's a lot of action and they need to be repeatedly drawn with the same outfit in a way that is, you know, has a lot of movement. So like it's easier to put them in a recognizable and repeatably drawable thing. But in romance stuff, especially romance manga, it's like it's fun to dress up your character in like a bunch of different outfits.
And I love it as well because they all have their own style. Like each character, even if they're wearing different clothes, they stick within their style. Like Yuki has a slightly more traditional or like kind of more expensive looking outfits, like with higher, like interesting necklines and like very polished and put together.
Very sharp.
And then like this is way more of a relaxed style and like kind of sporty,
more
kind of
streetwear.
Yeah, like, you know, with the pockets and the cargo pants and the loose shirt with like a very relaxed collar on it, and then yeah, obviously like all the like super dramatic like gothic styles with like a cloak and like the fur hat and everything, and how every outfit is very consistent with all of the other outfits. It's like the characters feel like people. It's like this is like how I would imagine that she would look, like kind of sporty, but kind of. And this black
outfit is not the same black outfit that we see later in the episode.
It's a different
which is
one.
Good. It's similar. It has a bow, and it's you know, it's similar to what we see later, but it's not the same at all.
Yeah. Which is awesome, because it's the same day she just went and changed.
They had to design 2 different outfits for the same episode or the same chapter.
And I also love how I talked about before, it's like, oh, you can be like sporty or whatever, but then here she's like kind of like sporty looking, but then other times that we see her, I think she might have had like a button up or something, or like a little bit more professional looking, but it's still within kind of the same vibe, and she has her color like
she's kind
purple,
of a tomboy.
Kind of like just like kind of badass looking girl, you know?
And then Tooru here on her coat has like those little pegs with the little loops.
The coat was really reminding me of Ushio's coat.
Oh, let's speak no more of that. Yeah. Good episode. Leave a like and subscribe. We'll see you guys next time, Guardsman.
I'm Lindsay.
Bye-bye.